Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing another pre-recorded video. I'm actually not at my home gym. I'm at my brother's right now, and I'm going to be showing you guys my workout with his gym setup. So yeah, I'm obviously not at home. I'm in Edmonton this week, so I'm still going to be able to show you everything I do, and I'll talk about how many sets. I will probably not do, I probably won't show every set I'm doing. I'm gonna show maybe 1 or 2 sets of each exercise, but it's basically gonna be along the same principles of you're gonna do 4 sets of each exercise, and you wanna aim for about 8 to 10 reps for each one. So first off, myself, we'll just start off with some pull-ups, and there's actually a pull-up bar here, so I'll honestly only do like 1 set of pull-ups here to start off, just because I'm just basically trying to get warmed up, trying to warm up my muscles. So yeah, all right, here's my warm-up set. All right, so now that I just did a warm-up set, I'm just gonna stretch out a little bit, just stretch my arms, kind of just get my arms moving and get my body moving. I like to kind of wake up my body this way. Yeah, I just like doing little shakes, just little things like that. So the first exercise, when I'm doing back and biceps, I will do the deadlifts first. Deadlifts are really good. That's another exercise I would consider really good for building a bigger back. And deadlifts are also one of those compound movements, so you're going to be working out multiple muscles with deadlifts. Deadlifts are going to work your lower back, your legs. It even improves grip strength. It also helps with your lats. Overall, deadlifts are another main exercise that I would highly recommend. Same with when I talk about legs, working out legs, I recommend squats as your #1 leg workout. I consider deadlifts for your back kind of the #1 exercise in terms of just growing a lot of strength. Just because with deadlifts you can kind of overload the bar and you can lift a lot heavier than, say, just using dumbbells and bending over and trying to do like other exercises. So yeah, I would highly recommend deadlifts. And another thing with deadlifts is making sure your form is right. So I'm gonna show you the way I do squats. There's technically 2 different ways to do squats. You have the standard traditional lift, where basically you keep your legs shoulder width apart, and you're gonna want to grab the bar at shoulder arms length. And what I do is I alternate the grip. So say my right hand will be overhand and my left hand will be underhand. So I grab the bar like this. The reason I do that is it's for basically better strength. You can grab the bar with both hands over, but it's just a bit harder. So if you want better grip strength, then alternate your hands like that. And like I was saying, stand your feet shoulder width apart. You want your shins to be about 1 inch or less away from the bar. And when you go down, it's important too to keep your back straight. So what I do is I basically dig my heels into the ground. I come down. I'm trying to keep my chest kind of upwards, and I'm basically looking, like a little bit upwards basically. So if you just watch, I'll go down, still looking up, look straight, grab the bar, and then raise, and then back down. Lift up, keeping my back straight, looking up, and come down. Okay? So that's the way to do standard deadlifts. It's the way most people do deadlifts. There's also a sumo deadlift, and it's almost the same, except your feet are going to be wider and your feet are also going to be at an angle. So what I mean by that is same way you start out, except your feet are gonna be wider, and you're gonna be pointing your toes outward. And basically, wherever I point my toes outward, I want my knee to be in a line. So wherever my knee is, I want my feet to be in line with that. So I'll show a different angle here. This would be a sumo, so your feet come out like that, but I'm making sure that my knees are pointed to where my feet are going, all right? And same thing, I'm gonna be using the overhand, underhand grip, but I'm gonna be making my grip a little bit more closer to each other. So I'll stand like this. So basically my hands are just on the insides of my ankles here. So I'm gonna come in, same thing, kind of look up straight while keeping my back straight and lift. All right, lift. All right, so that would be your sumo deadlifts. For the most part, for most of my life, I've been doing just the standard deadlifts where it's basically feet straight like that. Sumo deadlifts, the one where you point it out, that's kind of been more so a recent one. So today I'm gonna do the sumo ones just because I'm trying to switch it up, and I'm just trying to get more used to sumo deadlifts. But if you're starting out, you could probably just start it with the regular deadlifts, where the standard ones where your feet are straight. Maybe once you get more used to deadlifts, you can try the sumo, but I would recommend just the standard regular deadlifts for now. So I like to do, I can't go as heavy here because I don't have all the weights, but typically I like to aim for 4 sets. And since I'm lifting heavy with deadlifts, the first set will be maybe like 80 to 70% of my max lifting, and then the next 3 sets will be my heaviest. And then with my heaviest sets, I try to aim for 6 to 8 reps. It's really tough to try hit the full 10 reps when you're doing deadlifts, just because of how heavy it is and losing your grip strength. So yeah, I will show you, since it's a warm-up set, I'll just do 10 reps, but yeah, we'll go from there. So sumo. 10. Alright, so as you can see, it's important to keep your back straight at all times. Alright, so like I was saying, you want to do 4 sets of the deadlifts. The first set, don't go as heavy, and then the last 3 sets, you want to be going as heavy as you possibly can. Somewhere where you're going to be tired, yeah, around the 6 to 8 reps range. And then after I'm done with the deadlifts, I'm going to be going to bent over barbell rows. And essentially this is just going to be working out your upper back. This one you'll need a barbell and some weights. And I'll quickly show you the form. So essentially all I'm doing is I'm lifting it up, and then I'm essentially just pivoting my hips, but I'm making sure that I'm keeping my back straight the entire time. And I want to go as much as I can to a 90-degree angle with my form. You'll see what I mean. And then basically when I'm over, all you're doing is keeping steady and lifting the bar straight back. And that's really gonna be good for your back here. And I'll just do this one 4 sets, and I find it's a lot easier to get to around 10 reps. So aim for 10 to 12 reps. If it's too heavy for you and you're only able to do around 6 to 5 reps, then lower the weight until you can do 10 reps where it's just enough to feel the burn. So first set, and then this one I'm gonna both overhand grip for my arms here. So stand about shoulder width apart. Hands are gonna grab the bar at about shoulder length. Come straight down while keeping my back straight. I'm gonna come straight up and then bend over like that. And I'm trying to keep my back as straight as possible. And then I just lift, come down and up. This, when I bring the bar up, I'm bringing it just below my, basically my nipple line. So that's where you want it to kind of sit when you bring it up. So that would be my first set there. Like I said, don't go too heavy. Do the amount of reps where, or put on the amount of weight where it's going to be comfortable to hit 10 reps. I'll quickly do one more set. I'll show it from a different angle here. Like I said, I would try to get do your deadlifts first and then go immediately to the barbell rows. I find these weights are probably going to be your heaviest lifts, so it's just nice to get the heaviest lifts out of the way when you have the most energy. It wouldn't be smart to say do all your other exercises and then leave deadlifts for last, because by then you're going to have no energy and it's going to be pointless. So try to make sure you do these two first exercises when you first start your workout. Alright, so right there. Feet shoulder length apart. Lift up the bar. Come down, keep your back straight, and then alright, that's about it. So make sure you do 4 sets of those. Alright, next we are going to be doing bent over dumbbell rows. This is just another way to work out your back. Say if you don't have a barbell row, or sorry, a barbell, and you have dumbbells, and you have a flat surface, then that's pretty much all you'll need for this. So with this one again, you want to go for 4 sets, anywhere from 10 to 12 reps. I'm going to be showing you my form here. This one, it's important to keep your back straight as well. So if I'm working out my left arm, I'm going to be putting my right knee on the bench with my right arm here. I'm going to be trying to keep my back as straight as possible. It's good to have a mirror if you can't see your form, or even recording yourself and watching it over after if you want to see your form. But yeah, I try to keep my back straight, and then I come down, grab the dumbbell, and I'm just lifting it up to about a 90-degree angle. Okay, so that's a rep. 3, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll immediately switch to the other side, and it's the same thing, except this time I'm going to be lifting with my right arm. So I'll come down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright, so that would be considered one set. These dumbbells here only go up to 30. Usually try to lift as heavy as you can to the point where 10 reps is you're going to be your hardest. So make sure that you find the right weight that works for you, and it's going to challenge you. So once you're done the 4th set of the dumbbell bent over rows, I next just like to kind of finish it off with doing pull-ups. Pull-ups with the pull-up bar here. Pull-ups are good for just developing your back. It also kind of works out your biceps as well, but it's mostly just targeting your back. And if it's too easy for you to do pull-ups, you can obviously add weight, like put on a weight vest. I find that for me, by 10 reps of 4 sets of just my body weight, like that's good enough. So yeah, let's get into that here. So I remember earlier I showed you me doing a set of pull-ups on here, but that was just a warm-up set, so I don't consider any of those sets into this set that I'm about to do. So 4 sets of 10 reps here. Also, if you can't do 10 reps on your own, you can obviously always use an elastic band. I don't have one right here, but it's essentially a band you can hook up right here and right here, and it swings down, and you just put your knees into it, and it will kind of assist you with doing a pull-up. And if you can't do a full 10 reps of pull-ups, then just go as much as you can. Say if you can only do a max of 6, then do 6. You just want to be able to do as much as you can rather than not trying at all, right? And also, typically the gyms, they do have pull-up machines, but they have that thing where you can sit your knees on it and it'll actually help you lift up. It'll help some of that weight load. So if you can, when you go to a gym, just use that as well. That's obviously, there's nothing wrong with using that. That's just another thing to keep in mind. I'm just going to be showing one more set of the pull-ups, but 4 sets of this. Also, it's okay if you're not fully getting your chin past the bar when you're doing the pull-ups. Just try to go as much as you can. If you have to swing a little bit, it's only human nature to swing to help yourself get up that rep. So as long as you're putting in the effort and trying, then that's the main part. All right, now that we essentially did all of our back workouts, we're gonna be working on to our biceps. I like doing the back exercises first just because I find that we tend to lift more heavier with the back, so we want more energy for those heavier lifts. But even with those exercises we're doing, they did kind of help work out our biceps, but not so much. So my biceps are a little bit activated right now, but these next exercises are gonna really basically just kill them at this point. That's all we're trying to do is kill our biceps and get them sore. So this first exercise I'm going to show you, it involves a bench with an incline and then just 2 dumbbells. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is bending over, and the reason I have the incline here is with each rep, even when I'm holding the dumbbell with my arms like this, that is still putting stress on my biceps. So essentially what I'm going to be doing with both dumbbells is I'm going to do 1 rep with this arm and then 1 rep with this arm. I'm going to be going for 10 reps on each arm, and like I was saying, every rep, even when I come down, this is still putting stress on the muscle just because it's incline. If I was like this and doing the bicep curls, when I'm at this, there would be no tension on the bicep. So that's why we do the incline, just so you can really put stress on the muscle, and it's only going to help you in the long run. And then after I do 10 reps on each arm, I'm going to stand up, grab the dumbbells, and just do regular curls and try to aim for about 10 reps. And that will be 1 entire set. And I'm basically going for 4 sets total, all right? So let's do the first one. So keep my arms out like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? So I'm immediately gonna stand up and 10 reps of this. 2, 9, 10. All right, so that is one set. So you're gonna want to do 4 of those in total. All right, this is gonna be the second set. I just decided to change the camera angle a little bit just because my last set didn't quite fully show everything. So same thing, have the incline, and let's get into it. And 20. All right, so immediately stand up and 10 reps. All right, so that right there was only 2 sets and my arms are already feeling tired. So I promise you, after the 3rd and 4th set, your arms will really start burning by then. So that would be your first bicep exercise. The next exercise I'm gonna show you, it's another bicep one that really, you don't stop while you're doing it. It's just go, go, go the entire time. But once again, it's gonna be really good for killing your biceps and just putting lots of continuous stress on your bicep. And that's what you want. That's what's gonna tear down the muscle fibers, and that's what's gonna grow your biceps, guys. All right, our next bicep workout is essentially gonna be a combination of bicep curls and hammer curls. So the way it's gonna work is one arm is gonna be like this, and it's just gonna stay there. And while this arm is like this, I'm gonna use the other arm and do 5 bicep curls, okay? After the 5th bicep curl, I'm gonna switch. So this arm is gonna stay up, and I'm gonna do 5 reps of that. This way, your arms aren't getting any rest at any point. It's essentially just go, go, go. And what I'm gonna be doing is doing 3 sets in total. So 5 reps on this arm, 5 reps on this arm. After that 3rd set, you're gonna continue going, but you're gonna switch it into hammer curls. Hammer curls are essentially, you're holding the bar like this and you're lifting your arm up like that. So this is a bicep curl where your arm is tucked, your palm is facing towards the sky. And then a hammer curl is just essentially that, okay? So this one, don't go too heavy just because it is putting a lot of stress on your arms. I find that a 15-pound or 20-pound dumbbell is plenty heavy enough. So I just had 10s there. So I'm gonna grab some 15-pound dumbbells and go for my first set. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. All right, switch to hammer curls. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that would be 1 set, and you typically want to go for 4 sets of that. I promise you that will be an absolute killer. All right, guys, the next bicep exercise I'm going to be showing you is basically just a bent over bicep curl, but I'm going to be using a barbell. The reason I'm doing this is you want to be able to hit your biceps at different angles. So by being bent over, you're going to be hitting your bicep in a way that it's not really used to. And once again, it's ways to grow your arms, right? All right, so I'm going to show you the first set. Once again, 4 sets with about 10 reps. And make sure to keep your back straight as much as you can. So just holding it like this. And I bend over like that, try to keep my back straight, and then lift. Alright, so. So if you don't have a barbell, you can also use dumbbells as well. I just like barbells because it's a bit easier to put on more weight and keep a stable form rather than individual dumbbells because you'll have to control each arm. So yeah, that you want to aim for 4 sets as well. And the last exercise that I like to kill, basically kill my arms off, was just with some simple chin-ups using just my body weight. Yeah, I just think overall it's a good exercise to finish off with. Try to go for 4 sets, anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. Chin-ups like this. All right, that was the first set, so try to go for 3 more sets. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. The setting was a bit different, but you know, you can work out anywhere. If you have a friend that has weights, then try to use that as much as possible. Just try not to make an excuse of, you know, not having the right resources to not work out. There is resources out there, whether you want to start with your own gym, create your own gym, or just go to a friend's. Either way, you just want to start slowly being active. I know with quarantine and COVID, hasn't been the most ideal, but things are slowly going to open up. So yeah, I just want to stress to stay active, stay hydrated, make sure you're eating the right foods, all those good things, and you will see results. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I'm out. See you guys.